excited are you about today being here at DTXUCX?
Hi, well, I am excited to be here. I've been here a couple of times before, and I flew here from Toronto Monday night. And I got here Tuesday morning, and I went straight to the British Telecom analyst event. So I've gotten my dose of London over the last few days, and excited to be here because this is the biggest and most important UC event in the EU space. And outside of the US, it's probably the biggest one that I know of. And it's really good to hear what this side of the market is seeing as opposed to what we see in North America. And it's fairly similar. It lags a little bit, but not that much. Everyone has the same issues with adopting new technologies. And I'm hearing many of the same themes here that we hear in the US.
What are the key trends that you've seen here today?
Well, as far as trends go, AI is still the big one because it touches everything, right? Every space you can imagine. If you walk up and down through this Excel Center, there are many other events happening here. Every single industry is talking about AI. It's not just a contact center thing or a UC thing. So everyone's trying to figure out how to make sense of it. The thing is, everybody wants it, but everybody, for the most part, has a limited ability to absorb this technology as fast as they'd like to and as fast as the vendors want them to, because they're in the business of selling, they're in the business of buying, but they can only take so much of it at a time because it's so new and it's evolving so quickly, and we still don't know where the results are really going to show up. So two strong use cases for AI have been in the contact center and also in the sales and marketing area for automation. And those particular kind of lines of business within an organization, they are seeing good results with AI. It's because they've had enough time to kind of try it, see what works, what doesn't, where can we trust it. And before you know it, you can get good results, but you have to have a plan. So many companies are rushing in because everyone else is doing it, FOMO, right? But you know what? You're going to make some mistakes along the way. So if you have a careful approach, and you think it through and you have a little bit of tolerance for risk, which you have to do, the benefits far outweigh the risks as long as you take a kind of smart, principled approach to it.
What are the key challenges that you've observed associated with especially AI that you just referred to?
Well, sure. So the challenge I mentioned before is that it doesn't have a long track record and it's moving faster than we understand it to, right? So anytime you figure out you've got something new that works, 2 weeks later they come out with another variation of this that's even more immersive and smarter. And unfortunately, with that comes the bad guys who have figured out new ways to do deep fakes and impersonate people and all that. So you can't just blindly say, oh, it works, it's good. Well, the bad guys want it to work because that's going to open the door for them. But the other things to be, watching for here, AI is a big one, and security goes hand in hand with AI. So the challenges I talked about, that's where the business opportunity is, and there are many. So there's UCX here, but there's also DTX. So there's a lot of cybersec presence here, so they know what those problems are. So you're going to see more and more of that. Another challenge, by the way, more organizationally, is how do businesses figure out how to manage what we call RTO, return to office? So, right, we're out of pandemic now. Now businesses want their employees to come back to the office. And we've been spoiled working from home for a while. And we don't really want to do that unless we absolutely have to. So there's still this kind of dynamic in play. How do we get our employees back? So if you spend more time on the show floor, you'll see there's a lot of video solutions here. Why? Because the business has to make the workplace more enticing. Give the workers toys that they don't have at home. That's a reason to go to the office. Look at that big video screen or that 3D experience. I can't do that from home. So the more immersive that office environment can be, the more reason people will have. It'll be another draw. And that's really important for organizations because they believe you can't build long-term culture. You can't have long-term career development unless you're in the space, absorbing the culture, working, mentoring, learning from other people, which is very hard to do when you're fully remote.
With so many new startups emerging, do you have any advice for new entrepreneurs?
Yes, fail fast, right? Every business today, for the most part, is a software business. What does that mean? Barriers to entry are very low. This is not a capital intensive kind of business. So any good developer or coder with a couple of good ideas can get into this market, because with AI in particular, there's unlimited possibilities for how we can make good use of technology that benefits the business. So there's a lot of reasons to go. So for entrepreneurs, a lot of things are getting traction. You can try different things. And you know what? You'll find out quickly if there's traction. It's not like building a brand new phone that takes 20 years of R&D and millions of dollars. No. And also getting developers and coding talent with no code, low code now. You can develop software quickly. And in fact, that's one of the main use cases of AI, to generate code to develop software more quickly. So that's another reason for entrepreneurs to go into this space. If they even know a little bit about AI, they can get success pretty quickly if they hit on an idea that really resonates. So the homework is find out where the problems are, and really there's a million of them, and really build the best solution, and you can be successful.
For the latest tech insights, visit em360tech.com.